Welcome to 7 Degrees Funny Podcast.
No. I love it when people ask me that kind of thing because they always get it wrong. Let's start with weight. In all honesty, please, I love it. I actually literally posted it on.
I love when my wives were about collectively when they were at their fighting weight 170, 180, but I've liked them at a deuce and change, depending on how.
I love how he says it, a deuce and change.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds like a dog's poo after they get the change.
167.8.
That it would be a beautiful goal to get to. I'm actually last I was weighed was about a week and a half or so ago, and I was
280.
Thank you.
Come on.
He's kidding.
I'm not gonna get offended over this.
Yo,
shit.
this is definitely
I
this.
know, I'm
Yo,
just kidding.
he forgot who we had here.
Who the
You
fuck
forgot
I am?
I like big body bends and so on. Keep going.
She's a comedian. Fuck with her.
I was 228, and I'm sure I've already lost, and I'm gonna get down to I need to stop at 180 because that was my best comfort weight.
Right.
But 170 is acceptable. And then what about my age?
Right. Lamar.
Age?
Bramar?
Lamar. I was going to say, what do you think? Like you're at the fair.
You're like, is she 23 or 43? You know, that's what
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and see the amazing Lamar. He'll guess her weight. And her
Nah,
age.
you're like, what, 30, 31?
I will be 30 this year.
Wow.
I'll be
Good
30
job.
at the
You
ass
are
end
that
of this
guy,
year.
pal.
Also, she said it earlier.
You owe me a
Damn.
keychain now.
He heard you. I was going to say, I thought late 20s or early. I would say like, anyway, young. But
Yeah.
you'll like the taste of this later when your life gets broken enough one day.
You just
Hopefully not. I'm not
Thank
trying to
you.
But for now, let it water down, and then
so good.
if you stir it a little bit, it gets better.
At the juke joint, I got scotch and water, and I felt like a sophisticated gentleman. And then we had a fun time. Enough about that, Dustin.
I'm like a Fireball and somebody stop me kind of person.
Hey.
I'll drink Fireball straight, no chase, and then just like close my eyes and go dance. And then at the next day, my knees are like, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah,
Like
because the fireball.
Last time I went hard, man. I was oh god, I was literally just like
Does it
drop
make
it
you-
like it's hot, just
Yeah.
like not
Fireball.
pop, lock, and drop without the popping and locking, just
Right.
dropping and
Lock and
twerking
drop
and
it.
acting crazy.
A lot of hot cinnamon.
Women.
Oh,
You
nice.
find that
Yeah.
drinking
When-
a lot
when I
makes you
get-
So-
emotional, some nights?
No. When I drink, I get gay. I am a lesbian when I
love it.
drink.
We were
When was
talking about that earlier.
when was it? So you were at this party. Now you're.
It was
Now you're
lax.
ready to be gay. You're ready to.
She
you
was
ready
already-
to?
she
Are
was
you ready
warmed
to
up,
go?
Chris? Right?
It-
You ready to go out in the woods and
it's
just
so
scissor
much-
a lot of timbers?
Oh,
It's
What
so
do you-
much easier to flirt with women than it is to flirt with men.
bet.
But that's technically a lie, but as per like how I prefer, like I could turn on the Riz for a guy really, really easily, and it's generally way more effective than I would like it to be.
Right.
But as per women, whenever I give a woman a compliment, I'm nonchalant with it, and they usually like, oh, okay.
What do you say to him? What do you say to him?
Well,
You're like, hey, baby.
no.
I
No, actually,
I'm a girl, so we
I
can
used
say
to.
I know
I
those
used-
fat tits from across the room.
Yeah.
I used to talk about how like getting drunk would change my compliments from like, "Ma'am, you look lovely today" to "Ma'am, your tits look nice." But like, the other.
Finally, someone being honest.
Yeah, I'm always honest, brutally honest sometimes. But the other day at last night, Oyster City Brewery. I can't say that.
Brewing company.
The Oyster City. There was this woman in the back that was just beautiful, and I went up to her, and the
Which
very
one was
first
she?
thing is, "What's your name?" And she said her name was actually Cherish. So when I said my name was Destiny, I'm like, okay, we've heard the same pickup lines, blah 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 blah. But it came down, I was like, well, I'm not doing my talk about being a lesbian tonight, so I'm not going to flirt with you on stage, even though you deserve it. You look stunning.
She
this
sounds like
evening."
Julian Sales.
Yeah.
Just flirting on
Like the
stage.
ladies.
Hey, I'm not
Casual.
gonna flirt with you, but where you from? What do you do?
Hey,
When can I scissor you? You know?
Well, it was-
This dude disguised as crowd work.
yeah,
So-
check out this crowd work I'm doing. It's just me wondering how to stalk you. What's up, girl?
Well, like at the end
I was
of
gonna work my dick later.
at the end of my bit or something, I said something about what's going on, and this chick that I didn't even know was back there said, like, just I don't even know what the hell she said. She's like, woo, something in full support, and she said something about you can buy yourself some candy or get yourself a new lady, and I was like, are you going to be this lady for me? Because you
Ooh.
can come talk to me afterwards.
Oh, dang, real. She
And then Thomas said, who was my right? He goes, "You want to go to Waffle House? I'll pay." I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
So
Lady, I'm
food
going with
over flirt.
Yeah.
Last night.
Also, bros before hoes.
Yeah.
Thomas
Yeah.
said, "Hey, I need some waffy. You want to come along? You gotta be like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'll come to the house."
Absolutely, yeah. At one point, yesterday before the show even started, I saw somebody that was like from a dark part of my past, and my brain was like, I have to talk about this because I
Ooh.
was on my new medicine,
Tell us about
and
your
I was
dark
blah, 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 blah,
past.
blah. That's not necessary. And while I am going around, I'm like, oh, I gotta find Thomas because I've known Thomas longer than anybody in the comedic community. I've known him since we were like 14, 15 years old. Someone hang up on whoever that is.
I got you, girl. Hold
is
on,
it?
boo. It's Angel Dust. Angel Dust.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Gotta take it.
Hold on.
That's all right.
Hold on.
Shout out. We shouted
Yeah.
him
Hey,
out. a
I'm
few,
in the
episodes
I'm in the
ago.
middle
Check
of
it
the
out.
podcast. How much do you need me to send you?
It's the one with Zach Van Guest. We'll cut this.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna check that.
All right. Bye.
Hey, check this out.
You're not
This is-
inconvenient,
what's
babe.
this called? What's this called?
Tastes like something that would have the word turkey in its name.
Girl.
Oh no,
it's
this
been a
is
good one.
Hemingway. This is
Oh, I
Ernest
wanna-
Hemingway's like
I
grandson.
want to model my life after him. By that, I want to put a shotgun in my mouth and just
Oh.
end it on. Hemingway. Hey.
He
Hey,
stopped loving
him and
her
Gabe.
today.
Are you drinking hers too?
Yeah,
he
just
just
a
drank.
sip, just a
Hell
sip.
no, man! Put it down. That's gross.
Hey, you're trying to
Take
trigger
it,
this
shit.
poor, functioning
He
non-alcoholic.
can have it if he
No,
wants to.
I'm just kidding. I just
Look,
wanted
we got to
sip. I just
introduce
wanted to
you.
sip.
We haven't officially introduced you.
Have we
Wel-
already
wel-
started recording?
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
already started.
wonderful.
Well, please welcome the very funny. Well, sometimes funny. She is a female, so we give her a break.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But she is one of the funny ones. Destiny
Woo.
Andrews, right?
Yeah.
Destiny Andrews, co-host of Better Than Being Bored podcast. Check it out.
Okay,
Better
better.
than-
Is that with you and Bo?
Yes.
Nice,
check it
dude.
out.
When
What-
can we
what-
come on?
We've got Look, we have already like.
I want to come on your podcast so hard.
I would love that. Thank you. Just make sure you clean up afterwards because it
I
gets
always tell the
itchy.
gentlemen, I hate cum.
But yeah, we've asked people to show up. Like Yasha is going to be on the episode this coming Sunday. That'll be our 14th episode. He was supposed to be on the 13th, but that was my fault. I did not communicate properly how far he needed to go to get to where it was. So instead of going to Bo's for the podcast where the studio is set up, he's just going to bring the stuff over to my place and do it there since it's closer. And we've had Thomas on there, but we've talked about both of y'all
Oh, I
and
wanna
a couple other individuals.
ways?
So
I wanna write it
in
down.
all the ways,
Ooh, I want
Especially-
Bo. I call Bo.
especially your wife.
I like listening to my buddy's podcast when I'm driving. I will definitely write it down. If I can't
Well,
watch it while I'm driving, I'll
Eat-
listen.
no,
Huh?
it's not a watch kind of thing. It's
Yeah, okay,
on
good.
Spotify,
Yeah, good. That's all.
iHeartRadio, and
Spotify.
Amazon Music.
We got to spread ours around, huh?
Yeah, well, we need to put it on
Spread it around.
Spotify. I just followed Mary Ryan's on Spotify. I go Super Freak. It's a good one too. What's your name?
On
You're in Bo's
better than being bored.
Better than being bored.
Derek wants to
podcast.
start his own, on what's yours going to
It's
be
just
called?
called Derek Comes Into His Own ... podcast.
Yeah.
My own, and then I'll have my
How do you spell the comes?
COMES.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
high class, but
Okay.
we'll do a /CUMS. We'll say, yeah. No,
We'll do
just
an
come-
episode called "Comes Into His Own."
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah, and then that's just gonna be me riffing Theo Von style about the day's events. But if anybody wants to stop by, it'll be in my mom's art studio in Lucedale. You have to pass through there going to a Fire Mike on Thursday nights. So Pro Brewco in Hansburg. Shout out Steve Wyke and sometimes Mary Ryan. But it's real close to 98. Come on it.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
On it. Come in it. We can go for an hour.
Send,
We'll
send me
chop
the
it up.
invite. I'm a lot like.
It's live, honey. The invite's live, but I'll send it to you. Remind me before you leave and give me the name of your podcast, and I'll DM you. anytime, literally.
Absolutely. I would love that. I am very like, please put like this last year I've had my daughter and I, she's with me for a year and then she's with her father for a year.
So how much of a year left she's got with you?
She just moved in with her father again.
Oh, dang.
So I've
Digging in.
I've got her father. He's a good father.
Good,
He and I may not have worked out, but we make
Co-parent
great
well.
friends and we co-parent
Good.
extremely
That's
well.
good.
That's so good.
My stepmother says it's like the ideal co-parenting
It
thing.
is.
But she's over there, and with her being over there, that I mean, I know it's not the most parental thing to say. Like I can do more shit,
You're
but I
being
can do
honest.
more
Come on,
shit.
You've been a mom. You're
Yeah,
a single mom.
I haven't been able to in the last year go to as many shows as I wanted to because most of them are in areas that are not kid friendly.
I know.
Yeah.
And
So-
yeah.
is any night, and it is joke friendly, and you can come on my show, come in my show, and do poems or your jokes. But now it frees you up to go up a bunch. That's the only
Yeah.
advice I've
I-
ever got good. Just go
Yep.
up a bunch. and
But
you
with
get
a
better.
lot of comedy things is like if you're not there to participate, then it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind. They don't ask you to be on shows.
I know. No.
Before she moved in with me, I was going to all these shows and getting invited to participate in things, and I was like, hell yeah! But then I had her, and I stopped getting invited to things. So
going outlets, you have to be present and say,
Yeah.
I know. And even then, some scenes, it's not enough, you know. I don't
well.
know. I was never in the cool click on any scene until recently, like Tuesday, because I would just worry, just show up as much as I could, but I would just.
Well, I'm going to
yeah,
be
I was
participating more, and I'm going to take part in more things. I'm going to perform at a wedding this month.
broken. That sounds fun.
In like less than 2 weeks, and I've got the throwing tomatoes thing that's going to be happening,
yeah.
along with the roast battle coming up.
Yeah, June 28th.
And
right.
anyway, we need another. We need
Now
you're-
try a sip of it, but very small one.
Hey,
Just like lick it a little bit.
Just lick it a little bit.
she mentioned throwing tomatoes. I've got you on there if you want to be. We need one more spot.
Still bad, huh?
yeah.
if you're
I
hearing
don't
this,
drink. All of it
if
is
you're
bad.
hearing this in the greater Mobile or Pensacola area, we need one more spot
You
for the
have to
throwing
pour it.
tomatoes.
No, I already got it.
Lamar, you have to pour it
Well,
fast.
no, you're doing it, but we still have one more spot to fill. I had two.
There you
For
go.
Terrell,
That's a waitressing trip.
Too real. Friend of mine doing the
Terrell.
D'Iberville show.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. No, he said I need two spots. He's in, but we need one more. I wish we could find a girl, a female, or I don't know. I don't even know who's on.
I thought they were after funny, but
They
you should,
are,
okay,
but
let's
that-
go.
Hey, anyway, if
When
you're
I
a
first
boy,
started, there was
girl,
like,
or
man, it's
anywhere
like
in
women aren't
between.
funny.
Yeah,
no, that-
we need a woman on it.
I need a funny trans, somebody that doesn't use either moniker. I need a funny trans. I'm not virtue signaling.
Said they're like, I'm not a man nor a woman.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just trans.
I know.
I mean, Andrew would probably
I
know
Well,
a healthy
hey,
amount of
y'all do
individuals
that.
on
I was
that.
just, I don't know. I'm not booking for Terrell, but he needed two spots. Whoever wants it, holler at Terrell.
Oh,
Hashtag too real
yeah.
about that. What
It-
date is that on in D'Iberville?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I'm not putting you on Front Street. It's
I have
It's
no
in
idea. I've got it
July.
saved. It's in July. I thought it was this month. I thought
it
I
is
had.
this month.
I thought it's June 26th.
Oh wow! So I got 20th, 26th, 28th. Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
I need to write.
Oh
that down
gosh,
at
I
some point.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't even realize that you were
It's like
gonna
a-
clash with that. So
They're
I'm.
not classes 2 day difference.
No, initial. Huh? What is it? What
Yeah,
did?
28th.
Because you. What was the initial?
21st.
Okay, so it still wouldn't have. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
We got
good.
pushed back a week because they
Good.
double booked and they realized it and made it better instead of just keeping the double book like they most places do, you know.
Would, and it would be a wreck.
Yeah.
Or if it wasn't, it'd be a miracle.
Hey, that's why I love that. I love the lounge, the Office Lounge, Foley, Alabama. They,
Been there. It's
yo,
great.
smoky bar, pool tables, but then they got this lounge up top that we do comedy in. It's real cool.
I've never been there.
I-
I was thinking of another place.
I don't think. Is that where we tried to have the one, but then like there was some issue with the bartender, and then we didn't.
No,
do it,
that
or-
was the bowling alley.
okay.
This
so-
is the one that you were a judge that was upstairs.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
there.
okay.
You've never been?
I've never
Oh,
been
nice.
upstairs
I'm
anyway.
excited.
Hey, it's
I love
nice.
Foley. I love every show I've done in
This
Foley.
is the best place, dude.
done
And
a
if I could
handful,
convince
never-
them to let me do comedy there all the time, I would.
Foley's in between. It's a good in between. Pensacola and Mobile spot that I was.
Yeah, but it's like an hour for everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
It
like
is. It really
even,
is.
Even though like
It's an hour
we're
for
an
me in
hour.
Lucedale, so I like that.
Hour
But we're
from
an
me.
hour. We're an
Mobile.
hour away from Mobile, and we're an hour away from. You're an hour, but like then it's still an hour in to get to Foley. So it's
Yeah,
like
I know.
it's good, but
It
it's
is. Oh, it's bad. First
It's-
world problems. Cocksuckers, I drive 5
First
hours
world
for mine.
problems.
Yeah, it's close compared to. No, it is far for y'all.
Said,
but
shut the
an hour. I drive an hour anywhere for good.
But I bet you there's some comedian. There's a lot of you guys from Foley that are like, you're not from Foley, but
No.
like, there's a lot of people that are like, you know,
Oh,
in Foley. out
Will
of Foley.
Perry is
Will Perry's out of Foley.
that yonder.
Damn.
And there's
And he's got a lot of people.
Christopher, last name escaping me, very Jewish. Favorite jokes. He loves to make Jewish jokes because he's Jewish.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
I
into
bet I know what's on.
it's like an H. I don't know.
Mm.
Christopher looks like a pirate. There you go.
Looks like a pirate. Okay.
But it's totally a Jew.
Pirate.
But like a good kind.
A Jew.
Shout out to Christopher Pirate Jew. You know who you
Yeah,
are. Motherfucker,
we
watch
got
our
you.
podcast.
We
and
got
heard.
you.
Destiny.
And my new one is coming up. I'm still working on the name.
Comes ...
Come somewhere.
Just put
Not into a
it's
woman.
just Derek comes.
yeah. Derek comes. ... into his own.
How about
Podcast.
Derek goes places?
Yeah.
It comes on things.
Here comes Derek. There we go.
Didn't C-U-M-S.
Yeah.
All right, we got a contender.
I like that one.
I could have been
I
a
like that.
Derek. What?
Here comes Derek.
Here comes Derek.
Okay, done. I'll
I
forget
love
that
that.
instantly, but done. Let me drink that water. Hey, somebody put liquor in there. Cheers. It's like Jesus. Woo! Turning water into liquor.
It's close enough.
It's as close to heaven as I'll get. That tastes good.
Yeah.
Really, thank you. Oh, girl, you like water? I got some ice. We can make some together. I sound like I'm hitting on you at a bar.
Hey girl, how much does an elephant weigh?
Too much for me to lift.
Enough to break the ice. Hi, my name is Destiny. Nice to meet you.
Do you know the name of the podcast?
Of this podcast?
Yeah.
Talk to the Moon.
Nope.
No,
I'll tell
that's
you.
what I
tell
thought
you,
you were
but
trying
first-
to name it. Talk to the Moon before.
Speaking of breaking ice, knock knock.
Who's there?
Owl.
Owl who?
I will let you down every time historically as a boyfriend and a dad, probably.
History shall repeat.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Welcome her to the podcast.
Oh, welcome to 7 Degrees of Funny podcast. The idea is we're not funny. We know guys who are funny. We're getting there.
Why 7?
Because 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, like...
You never heard of the term "you're 7 degrees of somebody"?
Yeah,
You're
I
7 degrees, like you're.
I used to say I never opened for anybody big, but I've opened for people who've opened for big names. But now I can't say that, and he can't say that. You opened for like Dave Stone or somebody. He's done the vinyl, yeah. But I've never opened for like, yeah. We're not funny, but we're getting there. We know people who are funny. 7 Degrees are funny. I know.
But do you know the term 7 degrees? 7 degrees is like
separation.
7 degrees of separation. That's what it is. So you can. They say you can know anybody through 7 people. So like, say somehow I know Obama. So I've met this person who met this person who met this person who met this person who
Like in
met
the
this
Facebook
person who
algorithm.
met Obama.
Yeah.
So you're 7 degrees.
So it's not
somebody.
7 people that have all met Obama.
No,
it's just
through 7.
that's the
points
most
can-
grapevine thing.
Yeah,
I've
it's a
ever
very
heard.
grapevine thing.
I
Yeah.
met Sally, whose housekeeper watched the kids of this girl who did campaign contributions to this guy who knew Obama. Yeah, that's like less than 7, but you get
That's one of those like it's not what you know, it's who you know kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, no, I didn't know that. I've
They
never
said
heard of that.
We're not funny, but we're connected through like 7 degrees of like
funny. Yeah, yeah.
separation
Okay.
to somebody that's funny. you know?
Okay.
And we're working on it.
And
We're
by
working
that,
I like
we
it.
mean we
I
hate
like it.
ourselves, and even if we do well, we think we did shitty. No. Speaking
It's
for
true.
me.
Facts.
Yeah, it's true. Say, I'm speaking for you too.
I just had a spark. I was
Any?
well, I forgot, but there's this woman, she does this thing called Sauced in the City, and it's on
She gets drunk in the city.
no, it's comedy based. It's an online talk show. or game show is what it is. And I was supposed to be in the one this past Monday, but I got my time zones confused
that
and I got
shit.
on too late.
It's in Mobile, or I've seen it. Looks
No,
no,
she the
she's
host.
online.
The host is based out of
Yeah.
Vegas, which
Yeah.
she's going to advertise people out in Vegas, and that's kind of crazy because
You got to do Skype.
I'm-
I'm going to Vegas.
no, oh well, it's through my phone. It's some kind of, I don't know, duck something that's a
Right.
legitimate thing that I'd never heard of. But I'm going to Vegas in October with the good parts of my family,
Yeah.
and
Didn't you just
I've
get back
already
from Vegas, by the way?
yes.
How was it? It
Oh,
looked fun.
It-
You and your mammy looked like y'all were having fun. I loved it. I've
we
never
we
been.
had a blast
It
for
looked
sure.
like
It wasn't as much of a blast as I wanted it to be, and I was really expecting more hookers, but it was overall pretty great. Chris
what I've heard.
Chris Angel was
mid.
exactly the way I expected him to be.
Yeah.
Like there were some women that were on the same row as me that were just like, "Oh my god, how did he do that?" I'm like, "We're not supposed to know."
What do you call
So-
a magic groupie? Like we have chuckle fuckers. and there's groupie.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that before.
You've never heard that?
Chuckle fuck.
Yeah, people who
In
like
theory.
bang comedians. A lot of
Which,
them.
by
they're
the
called
way,
chuckle fuckers.
I've done it 2.5 years. I've never encountered a chuckle fucker.
I was
And I'm
unaware.
pretty sure-
What?
I've never.
You've never encountered.
You've known me for my whole comedy
Dude, I can
journey.
point out a couple of them.
I've never fucked any of them. They might chuckle.
Yo, you never banged them. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I dated them.
You can't.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you've never met one.
Oh no, I've met him. I've never
Okay,
been
I
fucked.
thought you said you haven't met one
Okay,
in the
let me-
scene yet.
I didn't preface it. I've never been fucked because of my chuckles. If I was a guitar player, I bet I'd have a got
I
it.
don't know about that. I mean, you banged a comedian, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that-
yeah.
yes.
Do you think
Okay.
they would have
She
banged
was
you if
funny.
you
Yeah,
weren't
you're
funny?
right. You're
Yeah,
right.
I mean, there are plenty of people that's like, well, I mean, you can be ugly and be funny, and you'll get
Oh,
a woman.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I imagine
I just
if
mean,
I didn't,
yeah.
I've never heard of chuckle fuckers,
Me
but
neither, until I
now
got
my brain
there.
is over here like I probably know a bunch of them.
Now I'm thinking, what's a magic one? Abracadabra. I got nothing that rhymes with any of that.
It's like what? It rhymes with cadabra,
Abracadaver, past the cadaver.
We'll cut the,
algebra.
Hey, that's sick. Necrophilia. If I was thinking of fucking dead bodies, that would have been it.
Past the cadaver, it is my turn, sir.
Abracadabra, pass the cadaver. That would be if I worked at a funeral home. Jesus,
Funeral
I did
home.
work at nurse.
Yeah.
Did work at nursing
Well,
home.
I worked at a nursing home too.
Yeah.
I did housekeeping. and-
How was it as glamorous as you thought? it would
well,
be?
me and my buddy got hired at the same time,
That would make
so
it
it was
fun.
pretty cool. And we found out who was dealing the drugs pretty
Yeah.
early. Could you believe he was in maintenance too?
Hey, my pal Larry, I was telling you, showed me gnarly pictures of the Desert Storm War. He was in housekeeping at the hospital.
Oh yeah, I got a buddy who has like pictures with like he's got his arm around a dead body and stuff like
I
that.
can't watch
It's just
that
like the
shit.
thing.
It's just back in Desert Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
Or not Desert Storm, but like the what was it, 06, Iraqi freedom or whatever. Yeah. And
that stuff throws me.
We were talking about that before you got here.
Like I've got the dark humor, and of
Yeah.
course, I actually have this weird thing that I didn't realize was something that could be passed down by genetics. But my mother isn't like this, and my father is. But I'll just bust out laughing to things that really there's no humor here. Like what was it? No, what was it? The first example I've got is like I was like 17, and I got invited because my boyfriend at the time was a popular kid, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm dating a popular kid. And they would just like go to their friend's house, and their friend was rich, and they had a bunch of chairs and a giant TV, and they're like, we're gonna watch it was the X-Men prequel. And at the beginning of the movie, like it's all dark in here, everybody's got popcorn and chilling. And at the beginning of the movie, like Magneto, young Magneto is sitting there. His parents, he's a Jew, and his parents are being taken away from him, and he's screaming, and he's and the thing's moving, and this guy comes up, pops him in the fucking head, and he stops. And I busted out laughing, and then all of these kids were looking at me, and I did not get invited to another damn thing.
Well, look, now you're with the interesting kids, and they all peaked early. Fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. That shows you how important it was at the time to be at the popular kids party. Now look at the popular kids. They wish they
Yeah.
were following their dreams.
Yeah.
If they don't, then fuck them. They have a great house and great life. And
I mean,
shitty
good for the
kids
ones that did that weird thing where you fall in love in school and somehow have that happy ending.
My dad and mom,
That's
they
fucking
got
strange.
married at 16, and they've been married 57 years. My sister, my only sibling, her and her husband, they've been dating since 5th grade, and they've been married since 03.
My neighbor
So I feel
was
a
like,
failure.
my neighbor's an old woman. She's like, yeah, he came into my family store that I was working at, and he
Those stories,
flirted. And then whenever he left, my uncle was like, that man's going to marry you. And we got married 6 weeks later. They've been married for like 60-something
so sweet.
years.
'Cause-
How does that
Hey,
happen?
tell me this.
Because two people
Yeah,
get
try.
together and they say they're not giving up.
Yeah. So to me, if you find somebody even moderately that your chemistry sexually with, I don't care if it's a dowry and Indian daddy set you up with this or what. If they're attractive and you can fuck them and you both try, that's all that matters.
I
disagree.
Banging and trying.
Old
No, but
people
they
are
love
like, you
it.
have to communicate. If you're not willing to
Yeah.
communicate,
Well,
then you
not
won't go.
every-
Yeah,
with
you
it.
do have to
Yeah,
talk
you
to
have
each
to.
other.
Yeah,
But not-
like
but-
sex, sure.
Yeah.
Communication, good
Yeah.
fucking lord.
Oh, trust me, I'm all for sex is easy. Communication is easy for me, but not everybody's brought up like me, and you got to get along with people's quirks that weren't raised with you. At my age, 44, fuck, good luck on that. I don't want anybody to have to get rid of my quirks because I love myself. It's taken me this long. I don't like myself, but I love myself. I deserve somebody, and so do you, but we ain't desperate.
Yeah, we don't have to work on ourselves at all. We don't have to change.
We're,
Hey, I
we're good.
absolutely-
We,
I'm a guy.
it's the
that
trust
works.
your
accept
intuition.
us.
Do it.
No.
Do what
Hey,
you
I
are
shit.
really.
I just take shits
ready
in
to
random
do.
parking lots. You accept me for who I am.
I do.
And I puke on Four Loco in those same parking lots. Sometimes.
I know you were like honing in on my pile out there, but you weren't able to make
I
it.
was. I thought it was Archie's pile.
I'm just the DD. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not cool like
good.
that.
We need that. You
Yeah,
and
we
Christian are always my DD. No, Christian really is, but it's good to be a DD.
It didn't click for you to call Christian another person, and I thought you were just like me, and then like my brain was like, and Christianity, like
No,
God is here to
no,
make
hey,
sure I
Christian-
make it through this.
Shout out Christianity. Christian is a Christian. I'm still on the fence, but I love my Muslim friends.
He's doing summer school
yeah,
stuff
that's-
or
he-
summer whatever.
Camp.
Yeah.
Summer
Bible camp.
Yeah, Bible camp's in full swing. I was like, yo, Christian. I was
That's-
like, why don't you come to Baton Rouge? Then we can hit high. We could hit like 5 mics on a Sunday, and maybe Thomas's. Then go to bed. He's like, man, it's full swing. I forgot. That's his bag. That's
what he
bag.
likes to
yeah,
do,
He's
huh?
like, Crystal Lake camp counselor would probably get killed last though, because he's a smart guy. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the era of Friday the 13th, but we'll cut this part out. So,
Okay.
what do you feel about what? I love Friday the 13th. I have the whole box set.
I have a couple different. My sisters and I all really like the main horror things like Jason,
Yeah,
Michael,
that's it.
Freddy.
I like the first 4 or 5 till Jason Takes Manhattan, and I'm out.
Why did I say
Face.
O face?
O face? That's
Ghostface.
Ghostface.
That's
yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, not to be confused with Ghostface Killer, who's Wu-Tang.
Oh.
Wu-Tang Forever.
Okay.
I don't know. What are the cool guys do? I don't know what Wu-Tang is.
Is it
Ghostface from Scream. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So my sisters have like tattoos and like borderline shrines and
Horror movies?
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I used to be. I
And
still am. But
I love those main horror movies, and I've got a lot of things like, oh my god, of course I am that bitch that whenever Spirit of Halloween has that one day where everything is 50% off.
yeah, 'cause
I went there, I
it's
got this.
marked up for first.
Yeah,
You know,
they
it's
had
kids,
this huge sign that's the Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, cool.
And
I
it's
would like that.
solid.
I
It's
would
a
that.
solid wood, and
They
that's
have good stuff.
on my staircase.
I got the Lieutenant Dangle outfit in Hansburg.
Did you say dangle?
Lieutenant Dangle from
Okay.
Reno 911. It's like short shorts. It was back when I
Oh.
had muscles and I had a mustache. It was the coolest. But I paid like $60-$70 for this little lycra neoprene nothing. It was just the cheapest most expensive outfits.
Yeah.
Were
Shout
you-
out Spirit Halloween.
Were you saying fabric products just now? Okay.
Lycra. It
My
was
buddy's
like
got a sleeve of like all the horror movie main characters.
Cool.
He's got
I-
Chucky, Jason, like
love
all
that.
down his leg, and he's
Wow.
got this guy in Miami he goes to.
Yeah. They're good.
Really
Both my
hooks it
both my
up.
sisters are the same way.
I
They
used to look at
He
they're
has an
smarter
it,
with their
too.
money than I have been. I'll work on it. But
I got my favorite Halloween mask from Fred's Dollar Store as a kid. He had a special on like the ones with the rubber bands that we had in the 80s. Yeah, he had $50 a piece one time. Anyway, I like tattoos. I'm ready to. If Carson and them wouldn't have stopped me at the Lunchbox Fest, I would have got a microphone right over my throat. Who cares? Doctors and
We
my
care.
supervisors now. I
We
used to
care
have
about
to
you.
Cover up my tattoos. Going, I'm getting full sleeved out, homie. I'm gonna look like Yakuza boss on my butt cheeks. They're little, but
You'd
I'm
be the
gonna put a-
weirdest sounding Yakuza boss ever.
Y'all, I'm a Yakuza boss. Hear me out. Take out this triad, y'all.
Don't make
no-
me cut your pinky off
This
now.
triad's no
shove
good,
it up
I
your
tell you.
ass.
We got to move all the ecstasy from this club to that club.
And then he
whatever.
hops in a Honda.
Yeah.
Leans
I
off.
didn't say rice burner, but we were thinking it. Shout out rice burners. I drove a Subaru. It sounds like a grown-up car. Whoa, 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 whoa. It sounded like a Ford truck coming up. It was a boxer engine.
I'm gonna my next tattoo. I'm gonna get
What are you
right
getting?
there, like opposite of where my B is. I'm gonna get. I believe in the good things coming, and like whenever I talk to it's a reference to a Nako medicine for
Are you
the
going to
people
spell
song.
it coming, C-U-M-M?
No,
Sorry.
no.
I'm sorry.
And
I
if I
had to do
did,
that.
then I would put it in cursive. But no, I'm getting in the
Is that what
typewriter
cum looks
print.
like to you? Cursive? Just cursive.
No,
on the
because if it's
face?
cursive, I can go. Oh, I guess they messed up.
Yes, you mean loyalty. I'm going to get on this.
Are you? Do you be like? Do I have an L on my forehead?
I think you're right above my
get
butt
it?
crack.
So-
I want to get live,
Is that
laugh.
an L on my forehead?
Right above my butthole. I want to
In
get
cursive?
live, laugh, come. Right, but commas there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say.
That's fair. I always thought that the funniest, like, I'm not interested in getting it myself, but I always thought that the funniest nerd-based tattoo I could think of was like, Spock hands, like on the butt cheek, but like a spank mark, so in red, and then like in
okay.
cursive over it, live long and prosper.
Good.
I'm like, somebody get this because I'm not. But
It wouldn't not. It
How
would,
about you put slap hard and pull hair on?
Oh,
it?
I was about to say.
I'm
it
not
wouldn't-
on that
I was
level.
about to say it wouldn't kill my boner until he said
Or
that.
just
And it's
slap
like,
hard, slap hard and prosper. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
Well,
three things.
If they did this one, then that's Total Recall, and then this one is Live Long and Prosper. Total Recall.
I'm gonna get.
I know.
I'm gonna get slap cheeks and punch geeks. Hey, 'cause I'm a bully. Shout out to bullies. Beat up the nerds. It pays off.
We do need
I
to
was
bring
the
back
nerd.
bullying.
I was too.
We do need to bring back bullying. Some of these kids need to be
I
checked.
know, and I was bullied. I wasn't bullied. I don't know.
My daughter
We
ain't
all
ever
do-
gonna get bullied.
Hey, guess what? No matter
Yeah,
how-
exactly.
No matter
Some of
how
us
much
have
you-
to train them.
I mean, like she's already taken
bully,
Taekwondo and a self-defense class, and the difference was the self-defense class taught
Yo,
her to
she's-
grab somebody's head and throw it in her knee.
Yo, she's ready to tell someone the honest opinion.
Yeah.
Go out there and
Yeah.
do it, girl.
I'm
And
anti-bully. I'm
she's
anti-bully.
too honest.
But
Like,
I don't care how much we raise awareness, we get anti-bullying. There's always has, and there always will be a bully who's unchecked, and you gotta love your kids, protect them. But at some point, they're gonna have to learn how to deal with a bully in work, if not school, in life. No matter how much you protect them, and I hate bullies.
Sometimes
What?
you gotta smack a hoe.
well, recently, she
Bully.
She's bullying.
relatively recently, so like I'll say like maybe somewhere within the last 5 months, I got a text message from one of her teachers, and I would get them all the time, like by the way, today Adriana decided it would be funny to stab the student next to her with her fork, things like that. But
Checks
she
out.
yeah,
Fuck
I wonder
that.
where she got it from.
Yeah. Did you get it from my mama?
yeah.
The song. I love that. Dude.
But
She come to
the-
work with you at Waffle House one night.
This,
It's like,
well,
I learned
she's-
a new trick.
Give me that
she's
fork.
more she's more
Sorry,
popular
I'm
than I
sorry.
am in Waffle House
I
because
love it.
her father and I met at Waffle House. Her father worked at the other one, and she went to that one all the time. So like I'll go to the Waffle House, Saraland, right there off the interstate,
I know that
and
one.
they go, "Oh, Adriana's here," and Adriana's mom, and that's it. But the teacher said we had to give her a level 1 write-up today because she decided to tell the class during recess that she was okay, so I talked to her and she's like, no, I was telling it to this girl because I said if a boy ever touches you and you don't want him to touch you, then what I would do is throw him on the ground and then stomp his face in.
That's right.
And I'm like, well, that's fair. And then I ended up messaging her teacher. I said, I sure hope that little girl's mama gives her the same talk because I am okay with my daughter saying that.
Are you okay with your daughter saying
if a
that?
boy
Then,
touches my daughter without her permission, she says stop, and he keeps going.
then stomp
fuck
her
'em up.
face in.
Fuck 'em up.
Yeah, you've already.
I don't know
told
where
them-
she got it.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. It's probably my dad.
It's called good genetics and discernment. She can discern good from bad, and if she's already told him once, he's been unchecked. Stomp his fucking face in. If the teacher doesn't step in, hashtag homeschooling your kids. I should have done it. The other two, they turned out well, but my youngest, and it's good. And my sister does it because look at our schools today. It's not the teacher's fault. It's the parents' fault of the classmates, and the teacher can't do it all, especially with that bullshit salary. I'd rather wait tables. It's more fun, and I can
Yep.
make more money.
Yep.
I would have to deal with bullshit, shitty parents who don't raise their kids, and then they blame it on the teacher.
Yeah, well, like so many teachers, like they would hear me concerned for Adriana's schooling and
Right.
da-da-da-da-da, how can I help? And they're like, I'm so happy you're so involved with your daughter in school. Not many parents are like this. But then whenever she gets in trouble, I ask her what's going on. She's honest. She'll tell me if she did something dumb. She'll like whenever she went to stab the kid with the fork, she's like, well, I mean, yeah, I did it, but I mean, the plastic was still on
Yeah,
it,
come
so.
on. It was a Popeye sport.
And then she tried to stab some kid with her pencil and got wrote up, and she's like, but I missed. So
Hey, and I bet you he deserved it, depending on who you ask in that story.
and
Bet you that kid deserved it.
so honest,
Yeah.
so incredibly honest. Will rat on herself.
How old is she?
Mommy, I'm going to be in the double digits this
Hey,
year.
Good. Hey, I hope she keeps that. Mine have. I've been honest with them. They were honest with me, and it's been good.
I've told her,
And
don't
then
lie
you're
to me. I
stuck
don't want to
there.
think that you
You
can
know?
lie to me.
Then you have to. Then
You're
I
in
don't
double
want-
digits
yeah.
for a while,
I
but
wish they would tell me more, but they're doing their own thing. I sound like an old guy. You'll miss this, and I miss it. I wish they would just come. They almost came to see one of my shows because it was at Orange Beach, and they love the Wharf. But yeah, we'll see. Like my mom, they'll never come see my. I want them to see my show. I talk about doo doo and cum and buttholes. Yeah. Sometimes I don't,
Doo-doo.
but no.
well, this has been a good episode. Actually,
So,
Really. Thank you for coming in,
thank
Destiny.
you, Destiny.
Yeah, thank
I
y'all for
loved it.
having
That
me.
was fun.
This has been very interesting.